Hi everyone, this is Marissa. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so excited today to share my overall at-home gel nail tutorial. So I've been doing gel nails from at home for honestly like 3 to 4 years at least, I would say. I started in college when I didn't have a ton of money, but I wanted my nails to look good and presentable, and I was like, you know what, I can learn how to do this. So I actually learned and just started learning about the whole process of how to do it from at home by watching other YouTube videos, and there were so many different people with really cool ideas, really cool videos, and I kind of adjusted it to my skill level. I've never been super good with like crafty stuff like that, like nails and really tedious things. So for me, I kind of adjusted it to my skill level to make it more doable to do at home. Like I said, I started in college. I did this because it's affordable, and not only is it affordable, but it really looks like salon quality if, you know, once you get good and you get a little bit more experience. I always have friends and family asking me, oh, where do you get your nails done? Your nails always look so good, they're so cute. Where'd you get that? Asking all these questions. And I was like, I just do it from my room. Like, it's nothing crazy. I was doing it in my dorm room, and now I still do it, you know, 4 years later. So first I want to show you just an overview of the products I use. They're all from Amazon, but like I said, I bought them 4 years ago. So some of them, there's new versions out, and I know there's like probably 30 million of each one that you can buy on Amazon. So I'll link everything below of the exact stuff or similar for what I use. But I'm just gonna start off with basically how I remove the gel nails. So this is something that's, you know, once you look it up online, there's so many different ways that you can remove gel nails, and it's not always super easy. The way that I do it might not be right, but it works for me. I redo my nails every like 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how I'm feeling the color, or if there's a holiday or something, an event I'm going to that I want to redo my nails so they're nice and fresh. But this gel nail process should last on your nails for around 2 weeks. That's how long it lasts on my nails. I just did mine 2 weeks ago from today, and I'll show you a close-up over there in a minute, but they're still on like literally perfectly. There's barely any chips. So I'm gonna go over how I remove my gel nails. So once it's already on, say it's been on for 2 weeks, they're kind of stale, I wanna remove it. So I used to just peel them off, which is not good for your nails because you're just peeling like part of your nail off. So I started doing this after I saw a video on it, and it's actually just, it's called Magic Remover, and I'll show you a close-up in a minute, but it's basically a more clean professional product that you just literally coat on your nails, let it sit for, I do at least 5 to 10 minutes, and then it kind of just helps it to peel off a little bit more of the gel polish. So highly recommend that. And then once I kind of try to wipe that off, I will use this. So I'm sure there's tons of these, tons of different types that you can buy from anywhere, but it's kind of just like a scraping tool for your nails. So I'll show you a close-up again, but it's just like a nice metal scraping tool, super durable. And then once you put that stuff on, you'll just kind of gently scrape it off all of your nails. And then it comes with like a cuticle tool too, which is nice, but too lazy for that, so I usually don't do that. So after I get the polish off, the next step is to cut my nails and file them. So this is nice because like when you go to the nail salon, sometimes you're in the mood for an almond shaped nail, round shape, square shapes. You can do anything that you desire on your own, which is nice. I also have like a cuticle pusher, push back my cuticles real quick, and then I file them. You can always, you know, like trim your cuticles too and do the oil and all that fun stuff, but again, just kind of lazy and I don't do that. So that's how I remove it. After that, after I cut and file my nails, I do use this kit that I got from Amazon, which again, I will show you. It's a huge kit for a few dollars. It's honestly probably enough products to last me for like years. But I just use this little like buffing cube rectangle thing, and I buff just the top of my nail so it's a nice smooth even surface for a base for the base coat, and then I use just a file that also comes in the set. So that's like the prep work. Honestly, that takes the longest, and it's kind of the most annoying for me. Like I don't love to do that. I like to just like paint them and see the finished result, but that's obviously one of the most important parts, because if you're not starting with a clean, nice base, your nails are not gonna look good. So the next step is the base coat. So what I do is I literally swear by this brand, actually 2 different brands. Again, there's so many different brands of UV gel polish on Amazon and online, but these are the most affordable and honestly the most durable, and they have so many colors. Like you can literally, you know, buy a set of like 6 colors for like $12 or something crazy. So you're saving so much money versus going to a salon. So this is the base and top coat. It's by the brand Gel Len. I love them. So this is just a base and top coat, and it comes in a little set. I believe you can buy them separate too, but they just come like this. It's a little like velvet case, which is kind of cute and very affordable too. I'm not exactly sure on the price, but again, I'll link this, but you need this in order for the polish to work. The next thing, I have literally so many colors in my little nail basket, but these are just some. You can buy bigger packs that are this size. So there's 6 in here. And then this is just a smaller pack that I bought. But I mean, you can, again, do any color, which is kind of nice too, because like, even though it lasts up to 2 weeks, sometimes in like a week I get really bored and I'm like, I want to redo my nails just because I have cool colors. So it's nice to be able to buy them in like sets like this for a really good price, because if you change your mind, you could just redo your nails. This is another set that I'll link. Just this color combination I think is super, super pretty. Again, it's the Gel Len brand, and this is one of their newer sets. So the packaging's super cute, which I love. And then this is just more of like a bunch of nudes and whites and like creams and peachy tones, which is really, I love those neutral colors. So that's that. The last step is a light, which you obviously need. So the light is interesting. I was actually really worried to start using this because I was like, I don't know like how to use it. Like it looks like interesting. And there were so many lights on Amazon. Like you can buy one for, I think the cheapest I saw was like $18 in sale, and the most expensive was like $60 or $80. Honestly, I think they all do the trick. The one I had, because again, I was in college, but I still use it today. So this is like 4 years old, is this, I think the brand is Sun UV. It's super basic, and I'll show a close-up of this, but I think you could choose the color of the underside. I just got pale pink because it was kind of cute. It has these LED lights, and you really just put it on any flat surface and it won't damage like the surface you put underneath. That was something I was like worried about, like if I put it on like my wood desk, is it gonna ruin it? It won't. So you just put it on any flat surface and literally put your nails under, and it's nice because this one has an automatic sensor. So right when you put your nails under and it senses the motion, it'll turn on, which is nice. This is a cheaper option, so there's no LED display or anything fancy, which for me, I mean, it does the job. I don't really need that. And then all it has is a 30 and a 60-second timer. And a power button. So it's literally the only button on here is the power button, so it's kind of foolproof. You'll see when I do the tutorial that I always put it on 60 seconds per like round. So I'll show you that, but I mean, this, guys, does not take very long at all. I know, like I used to get my nails done, and by the way, I don't do like acrylics or anything. These are my natural nails. I like short nails. I'm kind of weird. I don't like long nails, so this is like super convenient for me, because I don't have to mess around with all the tips and all that kind of stuff and glue and everything. But this is super nice because it's so quick, like 60 seconds for each round. I mean, the only thing that takes the longest is to prepare your nails and get the polish off from before. So super, super quick. Highly recommend this one, and I just checked on Amazon and I think it is the newer version of it. It's on sale for like $19. So like with all this, like it's cheaper to buy everything to last you years than to go get your nails done once. So I don't know, I'm all for that. I'm all for the deals, and now it's actually kind of fun for me to do at home. And like I said, I get so many compliments on my nails. It's crazy. That's kind of why I wanted to just do this video, because everyone's always asking me and they're like, oh, how do you do your nails? And I'm like, I use a gel lamp, I use this and this and this. And they're like, but what exact, like, can you send me the link? So I thought this would be helpful. So yeah, that's like an overall on all the products I use. Next, I'm gonna head over to my desk and show you how I actually do it. It's just gonna be a sped up type of a video, but you'll see like what I mean. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just like painting your nails regularly. So yeah, just keep watching. Okay guys, so here is the tutorial of how I actually remove the polish and then put the new polish on with a light. So this is my polish. As you can see guys, this is over 2 weeks, just 2 weeks of gel polish on, and honestly, like it's still on very well. There's only a few like minor little nicks and chips, but nothing crazy. So the first thing you're gonna do to remove it is you want to use a nail file. This is from the kit that I'll link below. And you just wanna file off the shiny top coat. So I'm gonna do that first. Okay guys, so after your nails are all matte and all of the gel polish is kind of shaved off, what you're gonna do is use the remover, or I'm not really sure what else you'd use, but this is what I've been using for a long time. So this is just, it's called the Magic Remover. Just give it a good shake, and what you're gonna do is just do a really thin coat on your nails. And it's really weird, it's like a lumpy consistency, but that's how it's supposed to be. And you're just gonna literally brush it on, a good generous coat. And then I like to let it sit for like a good 5-10 minutes. Just kind of depends on how much time you have. But obviously the longer you let it sit on there, the easier it's gonna come off. And the goal of filing your nails is to make sure that there's no shiny top coat left on, because this product is designed to work on nails that are filed down and have no top coat. Okay guys, so after this is set on my nails, the remover, for about 10 minutes, it gets kind of like bubbles up and it looks like super weird. But that's what it should look like. And then I'm gonna use this tool that was in the kit that I linked, and you're basically gonna go like this and it should peel right off like this. So you're basically gonna do this on every single nail. Okay guys, so after your nails are all clean and smoothed off, I like to just rinse them off either with like a damp towel or just actually wash your hands, just so that you don't have any of that dust and debris on your hands, because you want them to be nice and clean and smooth for when you apply all the polish and everything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply the base coat first. So just apply it on each finger like you normally would nail polish. Make sure you apply a thin layer, because the thinner, the longer it will stay on. If you do too thick, it's gonna tend to kind of like bubble over and be super, super thick, and that's gonna peel off way easier than if it was a nice even coat. So make sure to apply that base coat thin, and then on each hand, you're gonna enter it into the light for, I just do 60 seconds for each coat, after each coat. So here we go. Okay, so then after you do one 60-second curation under the light for the base coat on all of your nails, you're gonna go ahead and do the color. Now, for the color, it kind of just depends on the opacity of it. So if it's like a really nice dark color, you really only need, I just do one coat and that'll last me for 2 weeks. But on some of like the creams and more nudie colors and whites, you do need to do 2 coats. So if you do that, you just treat it like normal and do 60 seconds for each coat that you do. So for here, I'm just gonna be using this fall color. It's just like a nice deep maroon color. It's by the brand Gel Len, and the number is 156. And also, just a tip, when you're doing the gel polish and when you're applying it, you really want to make sure that you cover generously the tips because that's like the first place that's gonna wanna chip off. So as long as you completely coat the tips, you will be good to go. And if you get any polish outside of the nail on the skin, that actually comes off like pretty quickly after you do your nails without any scrubbing. Just whenever you wash your hands, it does come off super easily. You can also use nail polish remover too, but again, I get lazy sometimes. I'm in a hurry, I paint them and I go. So that will come off, which is nice. And it's also another trick I have is that I like to put a piece of just like paper towel or a cloth or something down because you can easily just like roll around your nail on the skin to get any excess off, any excess polish, so that is very helpful. Okay, and the last step is going to be to cover everything with a nice even layer of top coat. So again, this is gel, and this is just gonna ensure that everything is sealed in and it keeps its shine. And it really does like stay shiny, like it'll look like after this for like the full 1 to 2 weeks or however long you decide to keep it on, which is really nice. And also just a note on this gel, this top coat, that whenever you're dealing with gel, if you've never used it before, it's very thick. Like it actually is almost like a gel-like texture. So you wanna make sure that you start at the bottom and pull up and really make sure you go over that tip of your nail just to make sure that it's really covered and it's not gonna chip. Okay everyone, so that's my finished look for my at-home gel nail tutorial. I hope you guys love it and I hope you try it out for yourself. Have a good one.